No, that's a little bit too high. Okay, here we go. Hey, what's up everybody, Primus422 here, and I didn't mean to make another Transformers video so soon. I was trying to make a Primus Academy video, but I realized that this video is kind of time sensitive, so I thought I'd make it anyway. I apologize for those of you who are not here for Transformers, although I will note that a video I spent like no time on is sitting here with like 500 and something views and all these comments, while a video that I did spend a lot of time on and a lot of effort into got like 60 views. So check out that video if you haven't yet. Links in the description. But I thought I'd just talk a little bit about Bumblebee, the new Transformers movie that came out. The 6th Transformers movie, but it's not... Well, I guess technically it's like the 7th if you're including the 80s movie. And then there's the Prime... Let's not go into numbers, because this isn't even part of the Michael Bay universe, the old Michael Bay universe. We'll talk about that, but I want this video to be spoiler-free, because the main point of this video is me asking you to go see the Bumblebee movie if you haven't yet. The reason for that being is the Bumblebee movie is good, but not only is it good, it also needs the support so that future Transformer movies and potentially the future Hasbro universe can be good as well. Because right now it's not doing like the best it could. After all, the last Transformers movie that came out was Transformers The Last Night, which was a mistake. So, you know, understandably, not many people are so, you know, are geared up to go into another Transformers movie. But this Transformers movie is different. It doesn't have the stupid sense of humor the other Transformers movies had. It has completely new character designs, which are more recognizable. I will say that I do like the intricacies of the old Michael Bay Transformers stuff, but this one at least has recognizable characters for the most part. My mind's kind of been everywhere lately, so I apologize if this isn't a real good streamlined video about Bumblebee, but this is just my scattered thoughts on it, I guess. It was a good movie. It's the first live-action Transformers movie that I'm not embarrassed to say I like. I liked every Michael Bay Transformers movie except for The Last Night. But Bumblebee is actually a good. It's not directed by Michael Bay. It wasn't... Let's get to the is it a reboot or not discussion. Because when it was announced, it was like, it's a prequel, it's not a reboot. As time went on, some people were like saying, oh, it's going to be a reboot, because Transformer fans don't know what a reboot is. And the studio kept saying, oh no, it's not a reboot. It is a reboot, not for the reasons a lot of people think it's a reboot. For instance, different character designs. Transformers is no stranger to just characters having completely different designs. In future installments, Transformer character designs are never consistent throughout one continuity. Because it's directed by a new director doesn't make it a reboot. And the fact that there are some things that are continuity can't fit into the continuity doesn't make a reboot. It's that pretty much the whole foundation is a new universe. It's a completely new universe. You don't need to watch any previous Transformers movies to understand this. New universe, new reboot. It's a reboot because key things are very different from the war on Cybertron. Not how it looks, but how it, you know, carries out. The whole purpose the Transformers are on Earth. Bumblebee and his voice situation. It is a new universe. It's just they didn't market it. They didn't market it as a reboot. They said no, it's not a reboot, and then it ended up being a reboot. But it gets iffy because there are a lot of references to the previous movies, but obviously it doesn't fit there. A lot of the Sector 7 stuff. Seymour Simmons, played by a different actor, is in this movie. The director said Megatron's not in the movie because he'd be frozen in the Hoover Dam, but it's a different universe, so why constrain yourself to that? And other stuff that I don't want to go into spoiler territory with, but this is a reboot, that they just didn't say it was a reboot until the movie came out. Even then they haven't said it, but it's like impossible for it to not be a reboot. It's not like The Last Night, or to a degree Age of Extinction, where they changed up some things that are different from the previous movies. It's a complete full reset. Which is funny because there's a prequel comic that goes with Bumblebee that not only fixes IDW continuity, like the IDW Transformers and the film Transformers, you know, because the story between the films doesn't stick together unless you have the comics and supplementary material that brings it all together. Last Night threw it out of the window. The Bumblebee prequel comic fixes everything, it brings everything together. the Bumblebee movie ignores it. And not only does it ignore it, it ignores the previous IDW continuity, it ignores the prequel material. That we're in this weird universe where there's the Bumblebee movie continuity and the old Michael Bay verse continuity, and the Bumblebee prequel comic goes with the Michael Bay universe continuity and isn't canon with the Bumblebee prequel, the Bumblebee movie. It's interesting. As for human characters, John Cena, whose character I can't remember because it's John Cena. John Cena was pretty cool. John Cena seems really into this whole Transformers stuff from all the interviews I've seen with him. Hopefully, John Cena would be a good part to sort of bring together the Hasbro universe. Now, people are like, oh, the Hasbro universe is a bad idea. The Hasbro universe worked in the comics for about a year until the writers took some sort of drugs. The Hasbro universe, when done right, is great. It's better than any solo, G.I. Joe Transformers stuff you can make. John Cena's character could be the time. I know his character is named Agent Burns. There's a Burns in the original slated Mask movie that they canceled, I believe. Maybe it's all connected. Maybe he's the Nick Fury of an upcoming Hasbro universe. The Bumblebee movie was made on a lower budget than the rest of the films, and it outshines all of them. But also, because of the sort of bad name the Transformers film franchise has been getting, it sort of isn't doing as well as it could, especially when it's up against things like Aquaman. So I will say, if we want to, broadcast to the studios that we like this iteration of the Transformers, maybe we can get future good Transformer movies, and maybe a future good Hasbro Cinematic Universe. I know there's supposedly a Snake Eyes movie in the works, but there have been 1,000 movies in the works that never came to pass. I remember when The Last Knight was announced, and I made that announcement video, like that video where I reacted to the announcement, and I did like Transformers Lore Movie Week and to build up hype for the movie. And then after I watched the movie, I never mentioned The Last Knight again. But this Bumblebee movie is one that I didn't have too high expectations for until like more information came out, and now this is the best live-action Transformers movie, in my opinion. So I can actually make a video talking about it. Trying to think if there's anything else I want to say in this video that's not, spoilers, because I want this to be a spoiler-free, just thoughts. Frankly, this is the quality of my other channel, Commander's Cabin. But since it's a Transformers video, and apparently for this channel, if I put like a minuscule amount of effort in a Transformers video, it's going to outshine a video I actually put effort into. Why not just put it up here? Human characters, Charlie is a good human character. The way she's introduced didn't lead me to be optimistic in the movie, like the first few minutes of her screen time, but they feed more information to you as the movie goes on to build up Charlie's character, and she certainly becomes, possibly the best human character in the live-action franchise. But the other dude, Nemo, I don't remember his name. He did nothing. The portion on Cybertron kind of felt more like a cutscene from Transformers War for Cybertron, but I thought it was pretty cool. Heavily 80s influence. There's 80s music like out the wazoo in this video, in this movie, which is pretty cool. I do hope they sort of build up this new Transformers universe with Bumblebee as the linchpin that sort of spawns everything. I prefer a intricate, well-done Hasbro universe to a Transformers universe, but hopefully they can spread from Bumblebee like that. But I think that's all I have to say about the Bumblebee movie. I don't have a script for this. I didn't have an outline. I just turned on the camera. If you have any questions, I'll put them in the comments below. I'll answer them in the comments below. If you're wanting to keep away from spoilers, stay away from the comment section, because people tend to post spoilers in the comment section. But yeah, I do recommend seeing this if you're a Transformers fan, and even if you're not a Transformers fan, because it's a pretty solid movie. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. I'm not a Transformers YouTuber. I do some Transformers stuff on the channel, but I do other stuff. I'm working on a Primus Academy video, which is sort of like my history series. I made a video of Comics Are Weird earlier this month, depending on when this gets released. So go check all that out. I don't plan on making Transformer videos so close together, but the Bumblebee is sort of a time-sensitive topic to talk about. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Links are in the description. the link to my fan fiction writing universe, you know, my shared universe of stories I've written. It's not just fan fiction, it's original fiction too. The link to that website's in the description. And yeah, have a good day, ladies and gentlemen. There's a person driving a go-kart up and down the street.